Good afternoon. I am J. Karan Kumar, working as a lecturer in Electrical and Electronics Engineering Institute, Government Polytechnic, Yadgiri, Uttar. Today I am teaching the subject Basic Electrical Engineering for first semester diploma student. That is the subject code 18E105C. Topic Series and Parallel Resistance Circuits. Subtopic Problems on the Series and Parallel Combination. Here in the previous class we have discussed equivalent resistance in series and parallel circuits. Again, total current flows in the circuit with series and parallel combination. Again, the case of series circuit, again where the three resistance are connected in the series, where we are applying the voltage, and we can connect here R1, R2, R3, where the current I can be flows in the case of series circuit. The basic condition in the case of series combination of circuit is nothing but the current I is equal to I1 is equal to I2. Again, the voltage can be divided, that is a V1 plus V2 plus V3 in the case of series circuit. Again, the current according to Ohm's law, we know that I is equal to V by R. Again, R is equal to V by I. So we can derive nothing but the total resistance in the case of series circuit is nothing but R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 for series. Again, the case of parallel circuit, again here where the three or two or more resistance are connected in parallel, where the voltage can be applied with R1, R2 and R3. Again, in this case, the condition in the case of parallel circuit is nothing but the current can be divided and voltage remains the same, that is V is equal to V1 is equal to V2. Again, in the case total resistance that we can say nothing but the equivalent resistance or the total resistance in the case of parallel combination circuit is nothing but the again 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So total current flows in the case of series and parallel, again we can say nothing but I is equal to again V by R. So I is equal to I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I3 in the case of series circuit, where the current remains the same. Again, in the case of parallel combination, the current can be divided, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. On completion of this period, you would be able to calculate equivalent resistance in series and parallel combination circuits, total current flows in the circuit series and parallel combination. So 6 resistors are connected as shown in figure given below. Find the current through the 2 ohms resistance. Again, here 3 resistors are connected in the parallel, again which can be connected in the series. First we have to do the total resistance, that is 3 resistors are connected in parallel. Again we have to solve. Again this whatever the equivalent resistance we can get, again we have to add 7 ohm resistance. Again this connected in parallel with this resistance, again we have to add, again we have to find out the equivalent resistance, that is the R value. So that we can see here where 358 ohms are connected in parallel, therefore the equivalent resistance, that we can say R equivalent is equal to 3 into 5 into 8, we divide by 3 into 5 plus 5 into 8 plus 8 into 3, which is equal to 120 by 15 plus 40 plus 24, which is equal to 120 by 79. R equivalent is equal to 1.52 ohms. So again this is nothing but R equivalent. So where 1.52 ohms plus 7 ohms are connected in parallel, again we have to add. So R equivalent and 7 ohms are in series. So therefore total resistance RT is equal to 1.52 plus 7, which is equal to 8.52 ohms. So 8.52 and 9 ohms are connected in parallel, therefore total resistance RBD is equal to 8.52 into 8, 8.52 plus 10, which is equal to 4.38 ohms. Again, these 4.38 ohms are connected in parallel with the, again connected in series with the 2 ohms. Again, we can write here, this is nothing but the into 9, that is which is equal to 8.52 into 9, that mark it as a 9 here, divided by 8.52 plus 9. Again, 4.38 and 2 ohms are in series, therefore RAE is equal to 4.39 plus 2 ohms, that which is equal to 6.38 ohms. The equivalent resistance of the circuit, which is equal to 6.38 ohms here. So voltage source is equal to 12 volts. Current through the 2 ohms resistance is nothing but the, again current I is equal to V by R. So V is equal to 12 ohms and R is equal to, that is 6.38 ohms. That is 1.88 ohms here, amperes. So find the total resistance of the circuit shown in figure given below. Again, this is nothing but the combined circuit is given here. So we have to find out the effective resistance that can be connected here. Here with two ohms are connected in parallel. This parallel combination, again we have to 2 into 8 divided by 2 plus 8. It is a 6, 1.6. You get 1.6. So 1.6 plus 2.4 are connected in series. Then we have to do, that is the 4 ohms here. Again, this 4 ohms is comes in parallel with the 6 ohms. Again, total combination comes in series with the 3.6. Again, parallel with the 4 ohms. Again, in series with the 5.6. Again, we have to find out the total effective resistance. So that is 2 ohms and 8 ohms are in parallel. So between A and B. So therefore, RAB is equal to 2 into 8 by 2 plus 8. Again, we get 16 by 10. That which is called RAB is equal to 1.6 ohms. So 1.6 ohms and 24 are in series. So therefore RAB and 2.4 ohms are in series. So therefore it's 1.6 plus 2.4 is equal to 4 ohms. Again the 4 and 6 ohms are in parallel between A and C. So total resistance is equal to 4 into 6 by 4 plus 6. And RAC is equal to 2.4 ohms. Now the circuit is condensed as, again 2.4 plus 3.6 are in series. Again we have to add. Again this combination comes in parallel with this. Again these two are in series. Series. Again 2.4 plus 3.6. That we get as 6 ohms in parallel with the 4 ohms. Again 6 into 4 by 6 plus 4. Again comes in series with the 5.6. Again 2.4 and 3.6 ohms are in series. Total resistance is equal to 2.4 plus 3.6, which is equal to 6 ohms. Again 6 and 4 ohms are in parallel between C and D. Therefore RAD is equal to 6 into 4 by 6 plus 4, which is equal to 2.4 ohms. So 2.4 and 5.6 ohms are in series. Total resistance is equal to 2.4 plus 5.6, which is equal to 8 ohms. So total resistance of the circuit is 8 ohms. So find the equivalent resistance and the current flows through the circuit given below. That is, again this is circuit given where 3 ohms and 7 ohms are connected in the parallel. So first we have to do this resistance, again nothing but 3 into 7 divided by 3 plus 7. That's 21 by 10. Again we get, which is equal to 2.1 ohms. So 2.1 ohms connected in series with 3.9, which is equal to 6 ohms. 6 ohms and 4 ohms are connected in parallel. Again we have to find the total resistance. 3 and 7 ohms are in parallel between B and C. So total resistance RBC is equal to 3 into 7 by 3 plus 7. Again RBC is equal to 2.1 ohms. 3.9 and 2.1 ohms are in series between A and C. Total resistance is equal to 3.9 plus 2.1, which is equal to RS is equal to 6 ohms. So 6 and 4 ohms are in parallel between A and D. Total resistance RAD is equal to 6 into 4 by 6 plus 4. which is equal to 2.4 ohms here. So equivalent resistance of the circuit is 2.4 ohms. The current flow through the circuit I is equal to V by RAD, which is equal to 24 by 2.4. Again we get 10 amperes. So find the equivalent resistance and the current flows through the circuit given below. Again we are here 2 ohms and 8 ohms are connected in parallel. 2 into 8 divided by 2 plus 8. 1.6 again comes in series with the 2.4. Again you get the 4 ohms again comes in parallel with the 1 ohms and 2 ohms. Again we have to do 2 ohms and 8 ohms are in parallel between B and C. So RBC is equal to 2 into 8 by 2 plus 8, that is the 1.6 ohms. 2.4 and 1.6 are in series between A and C. RAC is equal to 2.4 plus 1.6, which is equal to 4 ohms. 4 ohms, 1 ohms and 2 ohms are in parallel between C and D. Therefore RCD is equal to 4 into 1 into 2 by 4 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into 4, which is equal to again 8 by 14. So RCD is equal to 0.57 ohms. So 4 and 0.57 ohms are in series. So equivalent resistance of the circuit, which is equal to 4 plus 5.7, which is equal to 4.57. So this is a 0.57, which is equal to 4 plus 0.57, again which will get 4.57 ohms. So current flow through the circuit, which is called I is equal to V by R equal, that is equal to 60 by 4.57, which is equal to 13.13 amperes. So we have solved problems on how to calculate equivalent resistance in the series and parallel combination circuits. Total current flows in the series and parallel combination circuits. What is the equivalent resistance of the circuit? 1 ohms resistance is connected in parallel in series with the parallel combination of the 2 ohms resistance. 2 ohms, 0.3, 4 ohms and 1 ohms. Here parallel combination 2 ohms resistors are connected in parallel. Again with 4 by 4, which is equal to 1, and comes in series with the 1 ohm resistor, that is 1 plus 1, that is the again 2 ohms. Next, find the current through 7 ohms resistance of the following circuit. Again nothing but again we can find I is equal to V by R. Next topic, subtopic is nothing but division of the current in the parallel circuit. Again we know in the case of a parallel circuit, the current can be divided and the voltage can be remains the same here. So again the current can be divided only in the case of parallel circuit. Again we can find the division of the current in the parallel circuit. Suppose if the two resistors can be connected, so we have to find out the currents I1 and I2. If the three resistors are connected in the parallel, we have to find out the currents I1, I2 and I3. So in the previous period we have discussed problems on series and parallel combinational circuits. So on completion of this period you will be able to know division of the current in parallel circuit. Let's resistance R1 R2 connected in parallel as shown in figure given below. Again where I1 two resistors are connected in the parallel, that is R1 and R2, where the currents can be flows here. Again, so here by applying the voltage, the current I can be flow through the again network here. So here here two resistors are connected in the parallel, means the two currents that can be divided, that is the current I1 can be flows through the R1, current I2 can be flows through the R2 here. Again we know, according to the Ohm's law, again we know I is equal to V by R, where here the two resistors can be connected, means again here voltage can be said to be equal. V is equal to V1 is equal to V2. Again V is equal to V1 is equal to V2. Again no, V is equal to IR, V1 is equal to I1 into R1. Again we can find V is equal to V1, that is nothing but the IR is equal to I1 and R1. So I is equal to I1 is equal to, we can find I1 is equal to nothing but the I into R by R1, R divided by R1 here. So I into R by R1, again we can find here R is nothing but the, again here two resistors are connected in parallel, R value is nothing but R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So again we can get here I1 is equal to I into here R1 by R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So it will get I into I1 is equal to I into R1 into R1 plus R2 divided by R1 R2. R1 R1 will get cancelled. Again we get I1 is equal to I into again R1 plus R2 by divided by R2. Again we can add here I2 is equal to I into again R1 plus R2 divided by again R1. This is the value. So again we can see first method, potential across each resistor is same, that is the voltage V. Current in the circuit of the R1 be R1, R1 be I1. Current in the circuit of the R2 be I2. Whenever the current can be flows, this current can be divided across R1 and R2. The current I1 can be flows across R1. The current I2 can be flows across the R2 here. So I1 is equal to V by R1, that is equation 1. I2 is equal to V by R2, that is equation 2. Again divide equation 1 by 2. Again we get I1 is equal to I2, which is equal to R2 by R1. Hence the current in each branch is inversely proportional to the resistance. So also I is equal to I1 plus I2, I2 is equal to I minus I1. So from equation 3, I1 is equal to R2 by R1 divided by I2. Again here I1 is equal to R2 by R1 I minus I1. Then R2 by R1 into I multiply minus R2 by R1 into I1. So again here I1 plus R2 by R1 into I1 is equal to R2 by R1 into I. I1 we have to take common, 1 plus R2 by R1 is equal to R2 by R1 into I. Again I1 into 1, R1 plus R2 divided by R1, which is equal to R2 by R1 into I. Again I1 is equal to 1 by R1, R1 by R2, R1 plus R2 into I. I1 is equal to I into R2 by R1 plus R2. So again we can write I2 is equal to I into R1 by R1 plus R2 here. So again here I is equal to R2 by R1 plus R2. So I2 is equal to I into R1 by R1 plus R2 here. So it is the division current if the two resistors are connected in the parallel. Second method, which let G1, G2 is the conductance of the first and the second branches respectively. Again G1 is equal to 1 by R1 and G2 is equal to 1 by R2. I1 is equal to V into G1 and I2 is equal to V into G2, or I1 I2 which is equal to G1 by G2. The current in each branch is directly proportional to its conductance, with three resistors are connected in parallel. voltage source is equal to V. Let R1, R2 and R3 are connected in parallel as shown in figure, and the three resistors are connected in parallel here. Again we have to find out the I1, I2 and I3 again here. So current in the circuit of the resistance R1 is equal to I1. The current in the circuit resistance R2 is equal to I2. The current in the circuit resistance R3 is equal to I3. Again I1 is equal to V by R1. So I1 is equal to I into R by R1. Similarly, current I2 is equal to I into R by R2. Current I3 is equal to IR by R3. R is the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination. R is equal to R1, R2, R3 divided by R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1 if the three resistors are connected in the parallel. Substitute in the value of the R in equation 1. Then we get I1 is equal to I by R1 into R1, R2, R3 divided by R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. So I into R2, R3 divided by R1, R1 will get cancelled. Then we get I1 is equal to I into R2, R3 divided by R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. Similarly, I2 is equal to I into R2, R3 divided by R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. And I3 is equal to I into R1, R2 divided by R1, R2 plus R2, R3 plus R3, R1. So three resistors R1, R2, R3 are connected in parallel. Then 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3, or G is equal to G1 plus G2 plus G3. Therefore, I is equal to Vg. Again, we can say that G is nothing but the conductance. Conductance is the reciprocal of the resistance. So that is I is equal to Vg, that is equation 1. I1 is equal to V into G1, that is equation 2. Again, I2 is equal to V into G2, equation 3. And I3 is equal to V into G3. So from equation 1 and 2, I1 by I is equal to G1 by G, or I1 is equal to I into G1 by G. Similarly, I2 is equal to I into G2 by G. I3 is equal to I into G3 by G. Summary. Again, in this period we have discussed current in two parallel branch circuit. I1 is equal to I into R2 by R1 plus R2, and I2 is equal to I into R1 by R1 plus R2. Again, in two branch parallel circuit, the circuit through the first branch I1 is given by I into R2 by R1 plus R2, I into R1 by R1 plus R2, I2 into R1 by R1 plus R2, I2 into R2 by R1 plus R2. So the two branch parallel current, the current through the first branch I1 is equal to I into R2 by R1 plus R2, that is the so current in the three parallel branch circuit is I1 is equal to I into R2, I2 is equal to I into R1 R3 divided R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1. I3 is equal to I into R1 R2 by R1 R2 plus R2 R3 plus R3 R1. Next subtopic is nothing but problems on series and parallel combination. So in the previous period we have discussed problems on series and parallel combination circuit. At completion of this period, you will be able to solve problems of current division in parallel circuits. Again, find the current in each branch of the circuit given below. Again, given here 2.8 ohms and 3 ohms are connected in parallel. So this parallel combination is connected in series with the 7 ohms. First period is nothing but R1 is equal to given dot R1 is equal to 2.8 ohms, R2 is equal to 3 ohms, and we can assume here R3 is equal to 7 ohms. Given here R1 is equal to 2.8 ohms, R2 is equal to 3 ohms, R3 is equal to 7 ohms, V is equal to 6 volts, I1, I2, I is equal to how much? Equivalent resistance of the parallel branch. Given by RAB is equal to 2.7 into 3 by 2.8 into 3 by 2.8 plus 3 here. So when we mark it as again 2.3 by 2.8 plus 3, which is equal to 1.45. So total resistance of the combination circuit is RS is equal to 1.45 plus 7, which is equal to 8.45 ohms. Total current is 7 ohms. That is I is equal to V by RAC, 6 by 8.45 is equal to 0.71 amperes. So current in 2.8 ohms is I1 is equal to I into R2 by R1 plus R2. I1 is equal to 0.7 into 71 into 3 by 2.8 plus 3, which is equal to 0.367 amperes. Current in 3 ohm resistor is ID is equal to I into R1 by R1 plus R2, which is equal to 0.71 into 2.8 by 2.8 plus 3. So which is equal to 0.343 amperes. So in the circuit given below, calculate the current in each resistor and total current. Again, first we have to find out the equivalent resistance, that is the 2. Again, 3 and 6 ohms are connected in the parallel. Again, we have to find out the equivalent resistance of this one. 6 3 is 18. It is we get the value of 2 ohms, which is called 2 ohms. 2 ohms and 8 ohms are connected in series. Again, we have to add 10 ohms. 10 ohms and 10 ohms are connected in parallel. Again, we have to do in parallel. Again, here we get the value total resistance. Again, we have to find out the total current here. So RAB is equal to 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6, which is equal to 18 by 9, that is equal to 2 ohms. 2 ohms and 8 ohms are connected in the series. Again, we have to add this one. Now the given circuit can be redrawn as follows. Now 10 and 10 ohms are in parallel, therefore R is equal to 10 into 10 by 10 plus 10, which is equal to 5 ohms. Total current I is equal to 30 by RAC, 30 by 5, which is equal to 6 amperes. Current A divides equally, that is current through 10 ohm resistor is 3 amps, current through 8 ohm resistor is 3 amps here. Current through 3 ohms resistance is 3 into 6 by 6 plus 6. So current through 3 ohm resistor is 3 into 6 by 6 plus 6. there is nothing but resistance R1 you can say. So R1 again I1 is equal to I into R1 by again R2 by R1 plus R3, that is the 2 amps. The current through 6 ohm resistor is 3 into 3 by 3 plus 6, that is which is equal to 1 amperes. Again find the current through each resistors of the circuit. Again given the 7 ohms and 8 ohms are connected in the parallel. Again we have to find out the equivalent resistance. 6 ohms, 4 ohms and 3 ohms are connected parallel. Again we have to find the rest. Again we have to find I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Again values here. Resistance between again A and B, that is 7 into 8 by 7 plus 8 is equal to 7 into 8 by 7 plus 8. Again we get the value, that is the 56 divided by 15. The 4.67 ohms resistance between A and B and C, that is a 6 into 3 into 4 divided by 6 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus 4 into 6, that is 72 by 18 plus 12 plus 24, which is equal to 1.33 ohms. Again total resistance of the circuit A and C, that is nothing but the 15 ohms. The current flows through the circuit is I is equal to 12 by 15 is equal to 0.8 ohms, 8 amperes, that is equal to current through 9 ohms resistor, which is equal to 0.8 amperes. The current through 7 ohms resistor is 0.8 plus 8 by 7 into 7 plus 8, which is equal to 0.427 ohms. Current through 8 ohm resistor is 0.8 plus 7 by 7 plus 8, which is equal to 0.373 ohms here. Current through 6 ohms resistor is 0.8 into 4 into 3 divided by 6 into 4 plus 4 into 3 plus 3 into 6, which is equal to 0.8 by into 12 by 54, which is equal to 0.178 amperes. Current through 4 ohm resistor is again 0.8 into 6 into 4 by 54. Current through 3 ohm resistor is again 0.86 into 3 by 54. Again we get the value 0.267 amperes. So in this period we have discussed how to solve parallel circuit by applying current division formula. In the case of two branch parallel circuit, if one of the resistor gets short circuit, then the voltage across the second resistor is 0. The voltage across the first resistor is 0, both A and B, and both A and B. Thank you.